Those of y'all who may have missed the notes on the rework, some minor number adjustments on the Q, which throws out those 2 daggers, on the E, which does your jump forward and scramble around in a little doggy circle. But the big change, very little health, not a whole lot of reason to stay in the lane any longer, but Shaden's moving in, smites him to interrupt that last little bit of the recall, but Shaden knows that he can't just fly in here. He will get locked up before we can guarantee the one-shot underneath the turret, but now they're ready to follow it up, and there's the first blood. They even get the money over to Tomo. Isles is burning down. Can Dignitas try to get their support out? It doesn't look like it. Oh, no! Isles, he's still shielded. If anybody would have stayed behind to protect him, surely they would have been able to get him away. Run, Isles, run!
They want to give it to the Battle Fox.
He's trying to get out. He's trying to get out. They want to give it over to the Aurora. The weirding misses. Isles is running him around in a circle. He wants to try to get away. He's finally going to die to the Aurora. Meanwhile, back over to the mid lane, it's Contracts versus Caney with a little bit more damage coming in as Contracts jumps over the wall. That dog is hungry, and he takes...
And Shopify only need 1 more kill to get that feat of strength for the 3 kills. Contracts here right back out to it, but he's the same level as Surdy, the same level as the enemy top laner.
Now, this is the first Drake focus so far this game by either team. Contracts is seen if maybe you can just toss the Dark and Daggers over the wall. Tomo is the lone Dignitas player to have a kill so far. Does have his own first item completed with the opportunity there. Going for the big lethality hits as Caney's having to flash away back over in the mid lane. The feat of warfare is already secured as Shopify make their move and pick off Tomo. That one player I'm talking about that had some gold, they shut him down.
Yeah, Mbessa just rips him apart there. Fudge takes him out, and they can get back to top lane there to try and catch the rest of the top lane wave. Meanwhile, Shopify with Contracts chasing the rest of the defense out here from the bottom side. That outer tower is going down very quickly. Palafox should be able to acquire it, so that's first tower also. So decently good indicators so far for Shopify here.
Yeah.
Incorporating him into the lineup.
And I mean, back in Split 1, we even heard like from the players, from the analysts talking about this day. Hold on, we don't have time to hear anything right now other than the sound of Isles' body hitting the floor. Sayo is taking a kill.
Try and contest this dragon. Contracts jumping over very quickly here. Looks like Palafox does not have teleport, so Palafox is going to have to walk.
Okay, Isles taking a little bit of damage there from that Nefiri. Dignitas falling back away from the Drake. They've got it down to about 2,000, though. Will heal up just a little bit. It's another TY for Leash moment.
Having a little bit of a rough start there.
Yeah, it feels like we're not seeing any killer instinct from Dignitas here, really. Shopify, once again, looking for another play. Surdy, just, there's no way out, dude. He's just a huge efficacy of these equalizers. Fudge jumps into the middle of everybody now, has to flash back away as Dignitas was ready to turn on him and burn him. And so Fudge loses both summoner spells there. Not exactly the outcome he wanted, but still not a death.
Yeah, I think, exactly. I think he's happy to get...
And further away, and now with another turret under pressure. Not even under pressure. That thing is underground, man. Another objective taken by the side of Shopify. 3 turrets to nothing.
Yeah, let's see about that coordination. Shaden here onto the crab, but
Tomo, he's just done immediately. Shopify go in and find the enemy AD carry. Now Isles and Shaden looking to keep the fight going, but it ain't going to work out in their favor. Contracts resetting here a little bit. Has to use that W to make sure that he stays safe. Hits another Dark and Dagger run to Caney as Fudge is ready to come in over the wall here with a public execution. Forces the flash out of the Talia as Dignitas full retreat. Contracts keeping the pressure on. Surdy, he arrived with a teleport, but wasn't able to get anything back for Dig, so now still full resources, but zoned away. A nice equalizer to burn these health bars. Low, great shot from Surdy. Flash Electro Harpoon to finish off that last little bit of damage on Seos, but it's not going to deter Shopify Rebellion. They instead move over to the Otacon pit. They're going to start this up 4 men strong. Now Tomo's back alive, but he's stuck into the base. It is a Hex Tech Rift, so Tomo will be able to join the rest of Dignitas much more quickly than otherwise. Canely finally going to drop a Weaver's Wall as Isles and Shaden jump into the fight, and Contracts has to try to get away. Another shutdown going over to Surdy, and Fudge melts. Big Dig has arrived to Summoner's Rift here in this game. They will take a couple of clutch shutdowns. They will steal away.
Who also are going to grab this Otacon buff. Let's see what they do with it. Looks like they're just going to get their dragon for free on live right now with that Otacon buff. So
yes, it felt like a late first big Weaver's Wall, but that was huge from Caney.
Yeah, definitely was. And I really do feel like that moment was Surdy seeing Seos going over to the Otacon, he's
And
like,
just trying to go in for some serious burst. Kaney down to 1/3. Contract stepping forward, threatening here with an Fury. Remember, again, if he uses that ulti, teammates no longer block it. It's very strong as Fudge constantly putting pressure on the enemy team. If they try to step up into this brush, he's going to jump out on the Mbessa, try to go for a quick combo, quick chunk of damage. Surdy again, getting chunked by Palafox. This is his only job in the fight. Every single time somebody walks up, he does the QE combo over the wall, tries to get a little bit of damage, force him back. Isles, speaking of a little bit of damage, that was multiple little bits of damage. That's a lot of damage, forcing him all the way back with no big engage mechanism. He's already gone, and so is the Drake. Between worlds from Palafox, trying to catch out Surdy, but again, back up further forward into their own jungle. Solar Flare lands on Kaney. Palafox over the wall, tons of damage down on the enemy mid. Needs a little bit more, ain't gonna find it. Kaney surviving, Seos very low. Surdy trying to cook him up here with a Flame Spitter. Seos barely getting away. Isles wanted to go for the Flash Shattering Strike, but he gets the Ignite, and it still works out. Isles making the kill happen. Now Surdy ready for Contracts, who was looking, but with Contracts on the Nefiri, very, very scary here. Has a fully evolved Super Boots, dodging away there as Shaden tries to jump in with the ball breaker. Shaden full commit onto the enemy jungler. He knows the Nefiri no longer has the defensive spell. Contract's looking to get away. Shaden's going to drop first. Contract staying alive with a shield reset on the second cast of the ulti as he re-engages onto the enemy lines. Fudge trying to get away off to the right side at the same time. Shut down for Seos. A 2-for-1 trade.
Members away from it. Here we go.
All right, Dignitas wants to try to stop the Baron. Massive amount of damage doing to Seos and the execution with a rain of arrows. Tomo working together with his mid laner and support to pick off the enemy support in time. The Baron is down to about 3,000 HP. Shopify Rebellion do not want to leave this one away as Isles is ready to go in here for the crash down. Contracts and Palafox trying to finish it. Baron is going to be secured by the Nefiri, but now Contracts has to try to get back out of the wall, and Shaden's ready to stop him before he can go through the Hex Gate. Dignitas, they may have lost the Baron, but they will get
and it's going to be about how well can Shopify actually use 3 Baron buffs. The key factor is they do have 2 of the Baron buffs on each of their solo lanes here for split. Well, actually, Fudge does not. Fudge was... It looked like Fudge...
It's still a 2,500 gold lead for Shopify. Back over in mid. Surdy will be left to try to defend it, but with Contracts already here, with them having 5 Void Grubs, it should be enough damage to guarantee the kill onto the tier 2 in mid. They will secure that one. Now with another wave about to crash into bottom lane, Fudge and Palafox want to put the pressure onto this as well. If you could walk away with grabbing 2 tier 2 turrets, you'd feel pretty good about it, I would have to think, considering the way you got the Baron. But Dignitas, they're going to stop Shopify from taking any more. But like I say, 2 tier 2s feel good.
That they did use in that play.
Yup.
And so if he lost his Guardian Angel and his life there, that would have been a nice comeback for Dignitas, but they're unable to finish him off, so it is going to be the Shopify right here. See, they're going to see if they can actually get it.
Nice job there with the Solar Flare. Kaney's getting caught out. Palafox goes between worlds, but he jumps back to the other side. Shaden now in some danger himself. You can kill the enemy jungler. It's going to be big. Seos drops, though. Tomo doing a ton of damage as Shaden revives thanks to the Guardian Angel, but Fudge is ready to clean up another one. Tomo taken low, taken down. Isles here with the very front line as Fudge is about to lose GA2. B-Boy needs a little bit more damage. He's going in back after Isles, and there's no way out for the enemy support. Shopify Rebellion killed 2, and they don't want to stop there. Palafox jumps in point blank range onto the Flame Spitter, but because he has the Seeker's Arm Guard, he thinks he can outplay it. Surdy still cooks him, makes it a 1-for-1. It's 3. Being able to burst through those, nullify that efficiency, I feel is very, very good. As, public execution, Fudge jumping in, popping Surdy. That might be the catch right there. Contracts ready to follow it up, jumps in after Tomo. Between worlds from Palafox, Isles is down, and now the follow-up continues. Shaden's getting dove, and Fudge is going in. A little bit more damage is all they need. B-Boy's got the bullet in the air, and Seos don't care. They'll chase Kaney all the way into the base. Shopify just killed 4. It's Tomo against everybody.
Now they're sticking around to finish clearing off these minions as Fudge and Palafox wait to get inside. That tower's going down. Shopify, they're taking down the base.
The Fudge factor finds it. The big public execution to land onto Surdy. They get the huge pick on the Rumble. The Dig cannot scramble to... Fudge, I wasn't done yet. I was trying to give you credit, brother. Tomo with a good snipe. Tomo with a double kill. Shopify looks like they might still be able to grab this Hex Soul for themselves, but you can see Surdy's coming down with Isles. They might just go in for the equalizer punish on this. Hex Soul already secured for Shopify for contract.
I suppose so.
They will remain uncounted because Dignitas now going to start out Baron in trade for that Dragon Soul that was picked up for Shopify due to Tomo's antics here, defending the base, getting 2 kills for Dignitas, allowing Dignitas to...
For their pick. Oh no! Contract's in some danger. Shattering Strike to follow it up. He's already used the Hound's Pursuit. He's down! Shutdown credit to Shaden. Dignitas finding a clutch pick on the enemy jungler 48 minutes into the game. They've got a 5v4 for the next 60 seconds.
Those are the plays that can win you the game. They've got the pick and they've got the Baron to do damage after the pick. See how many towers they can take with this.
Okay, Palafox just trying to keep them away
Tomo
here.
there allows for this reset. So here we go again, Flowers. We're still in store for another fight. 52 minutes in.
Seos jumps in. Surdy immediately with the stasis to make sure there's no follow-up. A beautiful seismic shot, but Tomo's on a killing spree. Surdy stays alive, and he's got teleport to rejoin his team again. Tomo staying away, fires off Chains of Corruption, doesn't get a whole lot out of it. Shaden has to use Vault Breaker defensively. Shopify may have lost a man, but they have control over the Elder Drake pit. Shaden's got to watch out now. Contracts and Fudge firing back as B-Boy wants a little bit more damage, and Palafox already has the ulti. Shaden's about to drop, but Tomo's already on a rampage, takes out Palafox. Isles tries to get away. Contracts is eating these guys alive. Kaney dies next. Shaden's running. Surdy's trying to cut the wave. He knows he's got to scramble and pull off something crazy, but the Rumble is down. They're dog food. Contracts is eating good. Shopify Rebellion. It was a bloody one. It was a scrap. Start to finish, but with their 3-man push, this time it's only a Vi to hold the line, and I feel like that's got to be nigh impossible. Shaden trying to kill the entire wave. He'll clear out everything, but the next one has already arrived. The ace is there. The death timers are far too long, and in the longest game so far for the LTA, Shopify Rebellion are starting off split 2 with a win.
The smiles on their faces after that.